Guys, Monday is turning into my official, unofficial day off. I like going to church, but because my schedule, I part time go to church and part time go to, well, maybe I'll travel or I'll be here practicing Isshin or fighting dragon stuff. So I work on Sunday and I work on Saturday and I work every single day. I even work today, but we got it to a schedule that is, I don't know, maybe habitual. So I'm a real estate agent. If you're also a real estate agent and a martial artist, you might understand. You try to you try to move with the business. It's a people business. People call you, you talk, and then help them get what they need done, buy or sell, right? But Saturday and Sunday is when I'm really showing houses or writing offers or doing open houses. So they're very busy. There might be a lot of travel involved. I never do, if I can help it. I seldom do listing appointments on the weekends. Sometimes I have to, but I don't. I don't like to schedule it, and I don't want to work super late on Sunday. But sometimes you can't help it. Um, So one thing I've noticed is I can do or pile a lot of stuff onto my Monday. Um, but now that I have an assistant and I have a transaction coordinator, if I get something under contract, all I have to do is text somebody and then pass on the document chain and they communicate like there's a system to it. So I find that there's a low time on Monday. Now, if I wanted to prospect and do that kind of stuff on Monday, I could, but I'm burned out. I need to refill. Um, Karate does that for me. All the martial artists might understand here. If you work white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter. You need you get a little karate in you, and it cures a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff up here. How many conversations are going on in my head every single day. It's crazy. But, you know, real estate is a 95% failure rate business. How crazy is that? Um, that's within 2 years. You know, I think market conditions, your personality type, man, I guess we could go into this. Okay, I already did Seisan. I've got this thing behind me. I'm not moving it right now. I already did Seisan, so I'll start with Seiuchin, and that means I got to start way back here. But I'm trying to do 300 reps, and that's always been the goal. So I'm around 400 something, 425 for Seiuchin. For Seisan's closer to 300. Um, I'm maybe 160 on Naihanchi. And then I just learned Wansu and I'm only on 25. So I have to get um my Naihanchi, which is actually pretty decent right now. We're floating around 150, 160. And um Wansu's got to get up there, maybe to like 100. That's when it's going to start looking smooth. but we'll get through Seiyuchin here. So yeah. Sensei was talking to me about now that now that we're at this level of doing these katas, now it's mostly about your breathing. Okay. It's about your breathing and timing. So now we got to dial all that stuff in. And your Japanese, or this is Okinawan, their Okinawan martial arts are super technical. Okay. So every single movement and posture and the way your feet are and everything, it's, Sensei Don does it like this. Ooh, you know, but Goju and even other Armstrong um, lines do it like this, like they're stacking. So this might be a spear. Bam. This is one of my favorite stances right here because it's hiding the fist. This is the Mizugami. And you got to make sure that you're in the Seiyuchin stance. So when you look at the Isshin patch, you'll see the Mizugami, which is the water goddess, in this stance. So I'm hiding. I might strike to the groin or block something and have this hidden. Okay, right? Ah! There's that punch. Full darm down and punch. Yeah, what am I doing? Hmm. Let's try it again from one, two, two. Uh-huh. No, it'd be like this. Yeah. We could clean that up a lot, actually. I told my sensei that I would do these forms every single day. So, yeah, that was pretty sloppy. I guess because I was talking through the whole thing. Hopefully it's entertaining to you. If you're a business owner or a real estate agent or some kind of attorney or something, you might understand what I'm talking about with schedule. And you have people, but they need you. That's why you keep doing it because you're a resource. AI can't really replace us yet, but maybe. All right. Let's do let's let's do Naihanchi. Let's attempt Naihanchi. It's important to not skip ahead because I've already been practicing Wansu a whole bunch. Because before I finish the complete kata, I do pieces of it and I learn little pieces every single day. And then once I complete the kata, even if it looks terrible, especially it's going to look terrible. But once it's completed, that's number one. Daihachi. That could be a ki. I don't know. Hey! So this is the thing that I need to work on. Now I'm over here in Naihachi. Open up my hands. It's like Dragon Ball. Yeah. You open up your hands like this, and then come back to the middle. Yeah. Now hand Naihachi's pretty good. Um, Wansu. Wansu's middle. All right. I'm gonna I'm gonna just flow around for a minute. So when I'm done with this live, I can turn on music. I guess we need to get so this stuff that I'm doing, it could be something, but it's not necessarily anything. It's just to get my body moving and you get it in the coordination. You know what I mean? Like if you do circular movements, you get blood accumulating in your fingers and you can push it around. It's fresher. I don't know. Um, the Chinese like to call it chi. Build up your chi by doing these flowing movements. Qigong is a lot of breathing. I found like an interesting little topic was if you guys know about Chi Sao. So when does Chi Sao become push hands? When does Chi Sao, which should be like this, Chi Sao? Yeah. Yeah. This is the Chi Sao. When does Chi Sao become push hands? I mean, I'd freaking love to know if there's a video about that. I know there's like these Qigong schools that are I know there's Qigong schools that do that, where they connect hands and they're trying to push the other person. I don't know. It seems kind of strange, but it sounds fun. I believe Systema is like that too. Isshin is not like that, but yeah, Isshin is not like that. I don't want to intercept you. Fighting dragons could be, because fighting dragons takes a lot of the. Um, it's like Isshin, but just give it some Filipino stuff because they're so similar with their patterns. That's why I have this X on the floor. They're so similar with their patterns. Um, you have all these lines of attack that are super convenient. So very convenient lines of attack. Crosses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strike. You have the lower. You just have a lot of options with the Filipino stuff, but Isshin would be if a hand is coming at me, I'm going to hit it. Anything that's offending me, I'm gonna destroy it. Okay, so boom, that's done. Because my hand is close. And then this knee right here. It's so crazy how many places on the body you can um, you can feel damage. All right. So boom, my foot's out there. I might take this lead hand and pop you in the eye, or at least try to. Boom, with a bilgy, or a knuckle on the bridge of your nose. Boom, and then kick him in the nuts, and then come in with this one, and then this one, and then you're just setting up for the next one. Boom, that's right there. Pow, pow. So I guess the Don's idea for Isshin was you have this beautiful destruction style called Isshin, and it defangs snake. Bam! Face the snake. You bust up their knuckles with your elbows, like me. Um, hit pressure points. There's pressure points all over your body. All this is a target, and it's never gonna change. You wear your cup every time. Like I get kicked in the balls a lot, so I gotta wear a cup. Um, there's pressure points on your body, on your arms. This is a big target. If you can hit them on the bicep or come in bah, and come down on this with these two knuckles, bah, bah, it might not be game over, and it's not going to be so. I'm gonna. I'm not trying to shit on Kempo, but Kempo is like, I'm gonna hit you with 1,000 things, and I'm not a Kempo guy, so I can't really demonstrate that. In fact, I might have to go there after saying that and just go to a seminar to see how these guys move. But they're not hitting you to knock you out or maim you. They're hitting you like fast and mini. There's like a ton of slappy, happy, pat, pat, pat. Okay. Isshinru is not like Kempo. I want like 3 hits. Okay. They come in with the knife or something, and I smash their arm. And I might smash the top like bah! A double, three, boom. Disarm the guy, go for the throat or the eye or the ribs or something that will like that's it. The idea is not to play around and do a lot of this. It's combat related. So here's my disclaimer for this, and it should be on my channel. Um, if you enjoy martial arts, go train in a dojo. If you're an experienced martial artist, take what I'm saying with what you use. If you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to use any of it. And I get a lot of people talking crap, but it's just a hobby, guys. I've been doing martial arts my whole life. I've been to some really crazy places. And pretty soon, I want to document some of that for you guys because I think it'd be selfish to not share some of the stuff that I've experienced as far as the martial arts and how they do that, how they train in other countries. We've had the treat of getting sneak peeks. Um, we've had the treat of getting sneak peeks of that kind of thing. Like there's always some martial arts genre of maybe series of people that go around. There was this one when I was growing up. I forget what it's called, but there's two guys, And they just went to all these authentic locations and original dojos and trained in different countries. And I thought that was amazing. So I did a little bit of that, and I will get into that later. And my goal would actually be to relive some of those locations, pick up on some like more um more accessible locations. Like one really accessible location is like Muay Thai or MMA training camps in Thailand. Very accessible. But if you're going to um, Philippines, it's harder to get around because there's so many islands and not everything's in Manila. The infrastructure is hard. It's just I don't know. Philippines is not ideal. You can get a lot of that training at a camp in Thailand. China's a little harder to get into. I like China as far as I don't ever want to work there again. But if I was just vacationing or staying there in a place that I like, there's one place in Yunnan. I don't know if you're familiar with Yunnan province, but it is in Southeast Asia and or in like the foothills of the Himalayas, right north of Laos and Cambodia and Thailand. So it's like jungle type habitat um, around the Golden Triangle. You guys know about the Golden Triangle? That's not a triangle, but the Golden Triangle. Let me tell you, that's jungle out there. So, what could possibly be there? I guess their capital city is called Kunming, I believe. Yes, if it's Kunming, and then you travel to a place called Dali, and there's a Shaolin temple there. Let me tell you about Dali. It's hippie, hippie, very, very hippie. I would not expect China to have like a hipster vibe, but they do. That whole city is like any other Chinese city as far as the way it's laid out, but a lot of people just going on nature hikes. Crazy. Wansu. Sorry, I'm turning my back to you. And then, dude, it's getting more and more slick the more I do it. So that movement is good. It's probably like that. I'll probably get in trouble, but I really liked how that flowed. Sujin? What? What? Oh, kick downward. All right. That would be That'd be 26. Bam. Okay. Every time I do Wansu, now I'll face another way, but every time I do Wansu, let's click it one more time. I want 300. And after 300, the shit is gonna be so freaking slick. If you're struggling with katas and there's a lot of mysticism and upper belts aren't telling you what you need to know, or maybe they don't even need to know, let me give you this hint. Repetitions. That's it. Repetition. You do repetitions and then just focus on ways you can improve the kata as you do it. You know, your body positioning, maybe your reaction time. That felt good. I like that. From there to I don't know. So it goes from here to here. Yeah. And I'll get it. Oh yeah. Comes back this way, kick. Comes back this way, kick. I right there. That was cool. And we're just gonna keep doing that, even though it doesn't seem totally enjoyable. It is. It's fine. I want to start back here. We're still see by 50, I'll kind of know where I need to start in order to not be too close or too far away, you know? And I find that Isshin is very versatile. You don't need to get in these deep stances. Yeah, before I do another one, I'm gonna warm up again. I find that the Naihachi kata, it it works this like it works this core a little bit. Because most of it, like Seisan, is just boom, I'm going, going, going. Straight line. See what you I don't know. Along that oh yeah. Isshin was cool. Let's do Wansu. And then one. And then yeah. And then we're here. What do we do now? We go this way. 1, 2. I guess you can put a kick in that. I've seen I've seen a lot of yeah, you can put a kick in that, but not right off, not off the kata. So we're back at this one. Punch, punch, kick, pull, punch, and then I'm here and I step through ki. Step through ki. Come on. Step through ki. And then what? This way. So this one comes out this way. Kick. Figured it out. Kick. Bam. Bam. Yeah. It wasn't smooth, but we completed it. Bam. So 28. I'm just going to do the warm up, just the rundown. So it's about it's about setting up this combo. Bam. Set up this combo. It's so simple. It's so simple, but that's all it is. It's boom, this is here. Boom, this is here. Boom, 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 boom. You know, very, very, very simple, simple flowing. Um, so all the stuff, other stuff is like getting limber, you know. If you guys want to get back into China, so in order to go to Shaolin and train with those guys, it's freaking rigorous. Climbing mountains, running down river paths, walking with stones on your head, um, tons, like tons of training in the mountains where you're jumping around. They got a lot of bow staff and it's grueling. Okay. It's freaking grueling, but you get used to it within a week and you start to get strong and you're able to do millions of push ups, which I am not. So I don't even want to get on push ups right now. Sorry, guys. It's not going to happen today. But after saying that, I probably will have to get on some push ups because really, if I want to do this in 1 year, I've got to train like it. Um, I would recommend anybody going on a pilgrimage like that. I'll give you guys some details a little closer to the dates. I'm thinking September, November, September, October, or October, November. The reason is I've got 3 locations in mind. Number one is Okinawa to study Isshin at the home dojo. Okay, that is on the list. I want to get the skills and then fly to um, Kunming. Probably have to stop at Shanghai and fly to um, Kunming, and then take a bus to Dali. But I'm familiar with it because I've done it before, so I can lead people. But there's visas and there's all sorts of stuff, so it's not. And yeah, it's not totally easy, but it's doable. And you do have to have some kind of level of Chinese. Maybe you could get by with your phone, but their carriers might not take your phone because they have Chinese shit and you don't. Or maybe you do and you just want to meet us. That'd be amazing. So if there's any Chinese people watching YouTube and you see my channel, cool. Um, Maybe reach out if you're a kung fu person. Um, from from Shaolin or Dali, I would go down and fly to Bangkok and then fly to or just fly to Krabi or Phuket. It's wherever those gyms are. So there's big gyms all over the place. Tiger Gym is the most popular one. Okay, and they have MMA, Jiu-Jitsu, Filipino martial arts, um, you name it, Muay Thai mostly, and you must fight. So I'm going to be 45 the midlife martial artist. I'm going to be 45 this year. I just got my black belt like last year, and um, now I have to get my black belt in Isshin. So it's like a never-ending journey. But my thoughts on this are, if I can save up or get this channel built to a certain amount, I can go to I can go to those places, film it, and then get like maybe make something where people can join me on the journey. Like if they want to come with me, they can reach out and we can schedule like a tour, you know. Um, Kind of like a travel guide, but we all go train together. And then my goal for that would also be um, training every single day or quite often to get into optimal shape to go on these journeys. So we might say there's like squat requirements or high jump requirements or like flexibility requirements or you have to do push-ups, kind of like the military. I hate to say it like that, but really, if you're in your 20s, you should be fine. Like probably no training. If you're over 30, I really recommend you train, especially if you're overweight at all. Like drink a ton of water and just get totally active. And if you're in a martial art, like it doesn't matter which one. Hopefully you're in Isshin as well. And this channel brings in Isshin practitioners. Maybe you want to go with me and we can sharpen our skills. But yeah, Isshin, like many karate styles, are dying martial arts. So if they're alive and well in your area, collaborate with other Isshin practitioners that are scattered around, like myself. That you know, I have to travel an hour and a half every weekend or every other weekend. My sensei comes here, and now there's another guy who's lived on the west side, and now he's moved close to us, and we talk about Isshin all the time. So other than that, it's people on YouTube that I follow, and I try to I try to gauge where our katas are different and similar to theirs, and what are some of the philosophies. There's a ton of lore in this martial art. My idea for this whole thing is number one, go to Okinawa, train like a camp, no phone, like take weeks off. Weeks, I'm thinking at least 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, something like that. Get us a lot of like technical skill. Okay. And then the second one, when we go down to Shaolin, there's a lot of cardio, aerobic, and chi building. If you've ever believed in chi, I'm telling you, chi is real. You you will meet the most superhuman people. Um, there are people that can withstand getting hit really hard. And one of the tests when you're done, I think when you graduate 2 weeks of just solid training, they'll hit you with the stick. They'll hit you, but you don't feel it because your heart is a freaking rock. You're covered in chi. Um, I had I had motorcycle injuries. I fell off a motorcycle twice, and my wrists were messed up. I couldn't do push-ups. I went there. I learned how to do push-ups. My body like healed so quickly. It was amazing. Spring water. I became like the ultimate. Now, if I was really, really, really trained to be in that kind of training, like if I went in with like a ton of CrossFit or something, or my workouts were hardcore, um, mostly my workouts are just do a ton of kata and then beat up on Bob. I'll do push-ups and I'll do a bunch of kicks. That's really it. Do some stretching. We need to notch this up for that intensity. You know, I like playing with weapons and doing the disarms and practicing these movements. There's not a lot of high intensity, but I'm having fun learning the forms right now and getting really deep into lore. But as we continue, so you take that Isshin, you go to the Shaolin, you practice crazy training. You learn what they have, but in the evening times, when the training grounds, the temple grounds, you can go anywhere you want in this whole temple. It's crazy. The temple grounds are like there's a million places to practice kung fu, okay, or do meditative breathing, or just kind of blend into the weeds and like do your own thing. You can go hiking around. You can explore the mountainside. It's insanity. I love it. What I would do is take that Ishinru knowledge and meditate through through the training. Like you do the training, and in the evenings, revisit that Ishinru stuff every night. You're in a monastery. There's zero distractions. You're not having your phone on. I would like to do at least 2 weeks of that. At least I would love to do it a month or 2 months or 3 months the first time, but that is unreasonable. And what it is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday, I think after lunch, you're free for the weekend. You can go to dinner and you can eat at the monastery anytime you want, but you can go get a hostel or something in town and you can go enjoy like the stay in Dolly and see the stuff and eat meat. There's a lot of fun stuff to do too. Um, yeah. So you take that in the evening times if you can bear it. The first couple days you're like on fire. Your legs hurt. I'd love to be in shape where I could just go into that and just recover extra quick because it is a shock to the system. Training like they do day in and day out is insanity. But your body gets used to it pretty quickly. And then now I've been training for a trip. I went to Okinawa. I've got the Ishinru. I go to Shaolin. I get this like superhuman body you don't even understand. You just got to trust me. The experience is 100,000% recommended for any martial artist. Fuck. And then go down to Thailand, to Phuket, and get in there and learn some of their striking techniques. Cut away all the bullshit, because you're like, well, what the fuck is so good about Isshin? Well, it's pretty straightforward fucking combat. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm swearing, but it's pretty straightforward combat. However, will it hold up against Muay Thai guys? Freaking let's find out. Now we're using it in combat. They have their own striking drills, but you're in shape now. You got to be in shape 3 months before you even leave on that plane, at least. I would say you better be in shape. 3 months before you leave on that train, now you're a training machine. Do that for a week, 2 weeks. If the longer you stay there, the better because you get stronger. But not only that, you could take a vacation down in the islands after that if you wanted to. Um, Thailand has beaches and tropical food. It's like tropical fruits. Thai food's amazing. Everything's super cheap. There's a bazillion tourist things to do. You can just rent a boat if you wanted to, or you could fly on to Bali or go to Vietnam or whatever else because it's all close and it's all cheap to go to. So for this trip, I want to keep it in three little locations: Okinawa, Yunnan, China, and Phuket or Krabi, Thailand. Those are not the nice family friendly places. They could be a little bit. However, you want to go to the best Muay Thai places, and the best Muay Thai places are in Kapong Kap, those Thai, um, the kind of shittier, not shittier, but shadier places. But it's tourist friendly. It's a soft landing, and it's going to be like the cherry on top of the most memorable martial arts tournament or tour you ever be on. And I'm like, freaking, I've got a dream. I'm saying it to you. I accomplish stuff as you know me more. I believe I got on here around the same time last week. As you get to know me, you will see that I do what I say I'm going to do. So, hope to talk to you later. Peace.